Hey, what's up, everybody? I got 7 o'clock by my time, so it's time to get to the big announcement I've been teasing uh, last couple of days. While I wait for everybody to kind of tune in, I am lucky enough to have been sent some homemade mead by a friend of mine named Mike. I did some artwork for him. You can see the label here. I designed for him. Longboat Mead. And as you know, if you make beer, make mead, if you've got a good label, it immediately makes the product at least 25% better. So I was happy to help Mike out with that. No, I'm kidding. But let's try a little bit of this while I wait for everybody to tune in. This is a traditional mead that is aged in a bourbon barrel. So I've been dying to try this. I got it like a couple of days ago, and I was strict. I held off. I didn't drink it early. I waited for today. But I want to give this a try. Smells really, really good. That bourbon vanilla thing going on. Oh my God. Yeah. Mike, I don't know if you're tuned in yet, but you knocked this guy out of the park. You see the color on that there? Wow. That is good. Whew. Oh man, this is dangerous. Mike was telling me that it should be about 13 to 14%. I think he said he used orange blossom and clover honey. But yeah, it's got that like very, I don't know if you've ever had beers or anything else bourbon barrel aged. It's got like the vanilla. It's got that sort of oaky deliciousness. I don't know how else to put it. And it doesn't have that bite. Like if you do like a shot of bourbon, sometimes it's got like a nasty alcohol bite. I'm more of a Scotch and Irish whiskey guy. I'm not a big bourbon guy, but I really do like bourbon barrel aged stuff because it's again the vanilla, the oak, woody. In a way, it's almost like mapley. I don't know. Really good. I don't have the best palate. I don't have the vocabulary to describe necessarily what I'm tasting, but it is absolutely delicious. It actually blows me away. This is so much better than I even imagined. I mean, I assumed it was going to be good, but very, very, very good. So, Mike, Longboat Mead, thank you very much for that. And I think I will continue to guzzle on this throughout the rest of this live broadcast. All right, how much time has passed? Do we have people tuning in? All right, a little bit. That was my spiel. That was my couple minutes trying to lead into this, but all right, anyone who's just tuning in, I just did a little mead review to let some time pass to let people tune in. I didn't really announce what happened yet. Still waiting. I see a lot of people tuning in, so let me give it another couple minutes. But what am I going to talk about? Just how good this meat is. Wow. Okay, anyway. I'm letting it get awkward. Let's get to it. So anyway, for those of you, if you're tuning in, you obviously know who I am. My name is Doug. I do artwork. I've been obsessed with Celtic and Norse artwork. I'm guessing like since high school age. And I started posting my stuff online, and I built this kind of brand, I guess you would call it, I named Celtic Hammer Club. And I've been doing it for a few years, and it's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of really cool people. Things just keep moving. I keep interacting and collaborating with people, and that's what leads me to the announcement today. So basically, I started off just doing artwork, uploading it to certain sites. Like if you're used to going to CelticHammerClub.com, what you actually go to is another site that's Threadless.com, and they do artist shops. And you can upload your artwork, and whatever sales you make, you get like a cut. That's it. They print, they process the orders, they ship it, everything. I basically just upload the work, and then I get a cut from anything I sell. And then I guess basically my job is to use my social media to try to promote it. So that's kind of like my piece in the puzzle. Do the art, try to promote it, try to point people towards the site. But over the last year, I've met some people that have some other skill sets, other people that work with different mediums. And I started to fool around with new stuff. And the announcement is that I built a new website. If you follow me, you've probably maybe seen me post some stuff about the carved stoneware bottles, carved drinking horns, different things I've been selling at shows that I do. But now it's available online. It's already live. I just haven't announced it yet. If you go to CelticHammerClub.com, you can see all these new products. So what I'd like to do right now is, if you haven't seen it already, show you some of the stuff I've been working on and some of the stuff that's currently available beyond what you're used to seeing if you've ever gone to my website before. So I think what I want to start with are the stoneware bottles, because I made a few posts about them when I was selling them at shows, and they got a lot of positive response. Wasn't sure if people would, be into it or not, but I thought it was a cool idea. So I rolled with it, and people seem to be into it. So continuing to roll with it. So I'll grab the one with the Fenrir logo. Everyone seems to like a lot. So what this is 750 milliliter, and they call it stoneware, which is basically like, it's ceramic, but it's like a stronger version of ceramic. I think the deal is that they bake it longer in the kilns and it somehow hardens it up. I don't completely understand that process. But anyway, so I'll obtain like different bottles with like a glaze like this, put a stencil on to mark out, where I want my lines to be, and effectively scrape away the glaze to reveal the stoneware behind it, which creates that really cool contrast. I personally use them myself for like a decanter. I brew my own beer, and I've been getting into making mead. I'll put them in this, bring them to a party, bring them to a friend's house. It's cool. And then if you've got any kind of a display like I've got going on here, it's just decorative. Even if you're not into like drinking or whatever, if you like to cook, you can pop a, what do they call that? A little jigger in there, olive oil, it's both really cool looking and different and functional. You can use it for different things. I'll just show you a couple more. I only pulled out a couple. I've got a bunch. If you go online, you'll see what I currently have available. Here's that Haugen and Mountain design I did, again, on the brown glaze. I personally really like the black matte glaze. This is the Celtic elk design I've had up for a couple years. I'm actually wearing the t-shirt of it right now, which is perfect. I've been trying to sell people on the idea you can get sets of stuff. If you really like a particular design, get an elk t-shirt, get an elk bottle. It'll be like your own sigil, like Game of Thrones. You could be you can represent your house with this sort of thing, and decorate and have some consistency across the board there, which I think is actually a really cool idea. But yeah, so you see the carving in there. Again, it's got a cool matte black finish. And then I have a few bottles that are a little different from these two I just showed you. I actually reached out to some local, I don't know if they've got a technical term. They make ceramic stuff. And I brought them the bottles that I had, and I said, can you produce this? I was looking for a way to maybe get a bunch more cheap. And what was cool is they created a bunch of bottles for me. You'll see the different kind of glaze on this. This is called Tiger's Eye, and it's got the Dragon Slayer design on it. Really cool marbleized kind of glaze on it. But they actually made this by hand. It's called hand thrown. They, on the spinning wheel, like Patrick Swayze in Ghost, they made this, then fired it up in the kiln and glazed it and that whole thing. So there's a few of these available on the site. Here's another one real quick. That's just cool red color, like blood red. Again, with the elk design on it. But go online to see everything that's actually there. One thing I will say is that there's pretty much just one of everything right now. So if you see something you like, I would say act sooner rather than later. Because once it's gone, it's gone. Until I get a chance to make more. And if you follow me, you know that I have a full-time job. I have a lot going on. I'm very passionate about this, and I try to invest as much time as I can into it. And I wish I had more time to invest into it. And I will work my hardest to keep stuff stocked up, or put more out there when when it's running low. But it is what it is. And when it's gone, it's gone. So if you see something you like, I would say jump on it, because I couldn't guarantee you when you might see it again. But moving on, the other thing I'm working on are carved drinking horns. So same idea, carved and painted. This has got a what I call the war pig design on it. First of all, the horns themselves are really cool looking. Like they're real horns. So they've got like that real natural, almost marbleized sort of color to them. They're beautiful in and of themselves. But then I, put the artwork onto it. And again, you could get like, the war pig shirt matching with your war pig horn. I think that's a cool idea. And a lot of them actually have like more of a generic sort of knot work to them, just because the shape of the horn is a little difficult to get certain designs onto it. But, still the same Celtic, Viking, Norse sort of theme. And there's a bunch of these up online, different color combinations, just whatever I felt like playing around with. Another example. So that's the carved drinking horns. One other thing that's new that I'm super excited about, somebody I'm collaborating with and will continue to collaborate with further going down the road, is a friend of mine named Mike Pruitt out of North Carolina. He does leatherwork. His website is CelticLeatherworks.com. He does amazing work. If you've watched my posts and photos, I'm always wearing his cuffs. I'm always wearing his stuff. He's made first batch of custom stuff for me personally with the Fenrir artwork on it. So here's an example of like the cuffs I always wear. It's like a wide cuff. And it's got, again, the custom Celtic Hammer Club Fenrir on there. And it's what I really like about these cuffs, and the reason I wear them all the time is that they're wide enough to just be like badass in your face, aggressive, but they're not so big that like you look like you just came out of the Ren Fair. Like I think it's a real happy medium. It's not like all thin and dainty, but it's also not absurd. I think it's really cool. I love it. I wear it everywhere I go, and I constantly get comments. Like people, I'm assuming, don't even necessarily have an interest in that type of artwork, but they notice it and they always ask me like, oh, where did you get that? What is that from? So now I'm really super happy and excited to be able to offer that as an option of something you can buy through Celtic Hammer Club. The cuffs, and then other cool things. I'm actually wearing one right now just to show you. This one also is, I think, maybe, I don't know if I can say my favorite, but this is really cool. It's a belt flask. Wear it on your belt. Again, it's got the Fender artwork on there. It's got the belt loop. And it's got the, I think it's 5 ounces, this flask that goes in there. It's going to be winter. If you need to warm yourself up while you're out and about. No reason you can't be wearing a little flask, a little nip on your hip. Yeah, so I mean, all handcrafted right here in the USA. Mike is super talented. Look at all the details in there. I'm hoping it shows up okay on this live video. But yeah, beautiful stuff. And then there's also a wrap flask, just a different variation on this. Same thing, Fenrir artwork, different style of flask, but it's got the custom leather. Smells awesome. I love that smell of leather. That's on there. And then finally, right now, again, we plan to do more in the future. A barrette, girls or even guys, if you got long hair, you could tie it back with Fenrir barrette. Again, custom, handmade stuff. Really nice, really excited about that. Mike, we're actually working, he actually just shipped me a bunch of stuff with more artwork. I don't know if you follow, if you're familiar, my Celtic Reaper design is pretty popular. We're going to get cuffs with that and some other designs. And I even, if you look at the knotwork around the edges, I redesigned the knotwork for around the edges. So we're working to create like a whole line of Celtic Hammer Club stuff that's based all on my work, and I'm going to have that available on the website. So that's why I'm excited to launch this and get this out in front of all of you to check out. because I think, I don't know, I personally love it. If you've got a taste like me, I think you guys would be into it too. One more thing, another guy I collaborated with, David Williams, South Bend, Indiana. He's got pages. He's got two pages. He's got a page, Mjolnir Creations and Tier and Fenrir, and he does jewelry. And what he created for me, I'm wearing one right now. I'll pick one up just to show you a little closer. Titanium engraved. That's good. I think it's a little blurry, but you can see it's the Fenrir on there. Titanium engraved dog tag. That's also a bottle opener. You see the little teeth on there. You can actually crack a beer with this. Just something different, something cool. And what I really like about this, again, is that it's made in the U.S. It's titanium laser engraved. It's not some cheap pewter crap from China. This is like the real stuff. Like if you want to get something nice for somebody or for yourself, that's not just that run-of-the-mill Chinese BS. You know, this is what you want. This is the real stuff. Like I said, titanium. You know, quality stuff. You know, it would be easy for me to go to like some what do they call them, manufacturer in China and get some cheap crap for nothing. But I really like Dave, and I've done artwork for him in the past. He's been great to work with, and he's been motivated to work with me. And I'm proud to carry stuff that's better quality. I don't want to just be a peddler of like typical Chinese, you know, crap. They don't respect artist copyrights. They, you know, I see my stuff jacked everywhere. It's just cheap pewter Chinese BS. And no, that's not what I'm going to be selling. I'm not going to be putting up stuff that's crap like that. I want the real deal. I want good stuff. I've got legit leather made by hand. I've got legit titanium dog tags made by hand. And that's why I'm so excited. And that's why I wanted to do like a live video, whatever. I don't do these really ever. Maybe I should more often. They say social media, you got to get on the video. But, oh, speaking of video, so right before I went live, I posted a promo video to basically showcase all this stuff. I reached out to film students from my alma mater. Is that what they call it? Alma mater? DeSales University. Chris and Jesse, film students, helped me create a professional looking video to help promote this whole thing. I think it came out really cool. The music to it is, I'm sure a lot of you know, Albinock. Really awesome, like heavy drums, bagpipes, Scottish band. It's cool as hell. I couldn't be, and they were cool enough to like give me the permission to let them use some of their music for this promo. Really, really cool. So I was super excited to post that. Super excited to get in front of you right now and just put it out there. And I'm ready to go. I want to start selling stuff. Hopefully this isn't going too long. Hopefully I'm not boring you, but I'm gonna grab my tablet real quick just to show you what the website's actually looking like. Can we see this here? All right. I guess that'll do. So anyway, if you think that the old stuff, the apparel you're used to seeing is gone, absolutely not. You'll see I've got this very attractive slideshow going on here. And if you see something like apparel, click on it. It takes you right to where you need to go to see that. And it's that same threadless site I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So all the same stuff you're used to seeing is still here. That's just a link on the main page to go to apparel. You can also use the menu, Stoneware bottles. Brings you to all that. Carved drinking horns, leather accessories. So you got the menu, you've got the slideshow. If you scroll down, the cool video I was just mentioning is on here. You'll notice that my site is very heavily me. That's not intentionally narcissistic. That's just simply, again, I'm a one person show, more or less. I've got a great support system, but like it's basically me. I got to model my own stuff. My brothers help me out. You know, you'll see them pop up in there once in a while. You know, they're great. Everybody's great that supports me. But yeah, that's about it. So again, just to recap, I don't know who's tuning in when. New website. All the same old stuff is available. All the same stuff you're used to seeing is available. Just click on apparel and accessories. That brings you to actually what's another site called Threadless, and they do print to order of my artwork, ship it out. That's their deal. But the stuff that I'm now going to be shipping and selling out of my home here myself, the titanium, the leather, the bottles, the horns, and hopefully a lot more coming forward. Basically, I wanted to use this website as a platform to experiment and do things I'm interested in. So, if I'm sold out of stuff for a while, please be patient. I don't want to just be contained and be like just a store that's going to constantly have a certain thing going all the time. I want to work on new things. I'm currently in talks with like a blacksmith dude that might be doing some Mjolnir hand-forged drinking horn stands, like just different things. I want to just keep rolling with this, keep meeting new people, keep collaborating, keep just having fun, because that's what I got into this for, to explore all the things I'm interested in, to kind of just interact with it, be obsessed with it, basically. And it's been great getting to know a lot of the people I've met online. I'm forgetting about my mead. Mike being one example who gave me this incredible mead. And yeah, so that's about it. I don't know if anyone's got questions. Sorry, awkward for me to come in real close, but I haven't been looking. Sorry, close-up face. Yeah, Cameron drove 4 hours. That's one thing that's been overwhelming to me. Some of the people I've gotten to know and meet over the last few years. Cameron, really nice guy. He sat in traffic for 4 hours to come to a show where I was like selling the horns and the bottles. It was like a new thing, and he came out, and I was like blown away that he was that into it. Great guy. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Check out the site. Go to my page. Check out the promo video. I think it was really cool. I was excited to post that. Like it, please. Likes, as petty and simple as it sounds, it actually helps if you're trying to be on social media and all that. And go to the site. Holidays are coming. If you don't want something for yourself, it would be a great gift for, I'm sure, somebody you know. Again, drinking horns. There's a lot of these online, I noticed, like carved drinking horns, but I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying this, I haven't seen anything quite like what I got going on. I think I have branched out into something that's not necessarily treaded ground. The bottles, I think, are completely unique. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. I think these are pretty freaking amazing. I almost don't want to sell them, but I will if you're so inclined, so I hope you are. And I guess I'll wrap it up. I don't want to take too much of your time, and I'm running out of things to say, and I want to maybe even finish this bottle of mead. So thanks for tuning in. I do hope to maybe try to do more video, maybe try to do more live stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But please check out the website, CelticHammerClub.com. And thank you. See you soon.